The cafeteria was buzzing with chatter and laughter, the kind of noise that made it hard to hear your own thoughts. In the middle of the crowd, Emily sat quietly at her table, her lunch tray untouched. She was used to it by now, being invisible, being whispered about, being judged. At 16, high school should have been the place where she made friends and collected memories. But for Emily, high school was a battlefield, and every day was about survival. Emily had been in a wheelchair since she was 9 years old, after a terrible accident left her paralyzed from the waist down. Her spirit was strong, her mind brilliant, but in the cruel ecosystem of high school, differences stood out like targets. And bullies loved targets. As she adjusted her chair and tried to reach for her juice, she could feel the stares, the smirks, the hushed laughter. It wasn't new. But what happened next would shatter her to the core. 3 boys walked past her table. They were the kind of boys who thought cruelty was power, who thrived on mocking the weak. Jason, their ringleader, sneered as he looked at Emily. "Hey, Wheels," he said, loud enough for everyone to hear. "Enjoying the free ride?" His friends laughed, their voices echoing through the cafeteria. Emily clenched her jaw. She'd learned long ago that speaking up only made it worse. But before she could even roll away, Jason's foot lashed out and kicked the side of her chair. The force sent her lunch flying to the floor. The cafeteria erupted in laughter. Her hands trembled as she tried to gather the spilled food, humiliation burning hotter than fire in her chest. But Jason wasn't finished. With a sudden, cruel shove, he tipped her wheelchair sideways. Emily crashed to the ground, her chair skidding out of reach. Gasps filled the room, but no one moved. No one helped. And then, with a sickening crack, Jason stomped on the wheel, snapping it in half. The cafeteria went silent. Emily lay there, helpless, broken chair beside her, tears blurring her vision. In that moment, she felt smaller than ever, like the world was laughing at her pain. And maybe it was. But what Jason and his friends didn't know was that Emily wasn't alone. She had a brother. A brother who had been away serving in the Marines. A brother who carried with him the discipline, the strength, and the fury of a soldier. That very afternoon, Michael returned home. When Michael walked through the front door, Emily tried to hide her swollen eyes, but he saw right through her. His sharp Marine instincts didn't miss much. "What happened?" he asked, his voice low, controlled, but already laced with anger. Emily shook her head, not wanting to burden him. "It's nothing," she whispered. But Michael crouched down, looked her in the eyes, and saw the truth she couldn't say. Then he saw the chair bent, broken, useless. His chest tightened, his hands curled into fists. "Who did this?" he demanded. Emily hesitated. "Just some boys at school, it doesn't matter. They'll just do it again." Michael's jaw tightened. "It does matter. And it stops now." The next day, Emily dreaded going back to school. Her chair had been patched together with spare parts, but it still wobbled. She rolled into the cafeteria, heart pounding, expecting the worst. The same bullies were there, snickering, waiting to pounce. But today was different. Today, Michael walked in with her. The cafeteria fell silent as the tall Marine strode in, his uniform crisp, his presence commanding. Every head turned, every whisper hushed. Michael's eyes locked onto Jason and his gang. He didn't shout. He didn't need to. His voice was calm, steady, but it carried the weight of thunder. "Which one of you," Michael said, eyes sharp as steel, "thought it was funny to hurt my sister?" Jason tried to laugh it off. "Hey, man, relax. We were just joking around." But before he could finish, Michael stepped closer, towering over him. "A joke?" His tone was ice. "Breaking a wheelchair. Knocking down a girl who can't walk. That's your idea of a joke?" Jason's smirk faded. His friends shifted uncomfortably. The entire cafeteria was frozen, watching. Michael didn't lay a hand on them, he didn't need to. Instead, he leaned in, his voice low but deadly serious. "Listen carefully. You ever touch her again, look at her wrong, whisper her name, I'll make sure you regret it. Do you understand me? Jason swallowed hard, his bravado gone. Why yeah, we're sorry. Michael straightened, his eyes sweeping across the room. And the rest of you, remember this. Standing by and doing nothing is just as bad as being the bully. Next time, think about the kind of person you want to be. The silence was deafening. For the first time, Emily didn't feel invisible. She felt seen. She felt protected. Michael gently placed his hand on her shoulder. Come on, sis, he said softly. And together, they left the cafeteria. But the story didn't end there. For weeks, things slowly changed. The bullies kept their distance, fear etched into their faces whenever Michael came to pick Emily up. But more importantly, other students began to step up. A girl from Emily's class offered to sit with her at lunch. A boy from the basketball team walked with her to class. Slowly, kindness began to replace cruelty. Emily still faced challenges. The broken chair had to be replaced, therapy was expensive, and some people would always be unkind. But with Michael by her side, she felt stronger. His words echoed in her heart, "You're not alone anymore." And for the first time, she believed it. This story isn't just about a Marine protecting his sister. It's about courage, the courage to stand up when others stay silent. It's about kindness, the kind that costs nothing but can change someone's world. And it's about strength. The kind that comes not from fists, but from love. So if you're watching this right now, ask yourself, what kind of person will you be? The one who laughs, the one who stays silent, or the one who stands up? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever stood up to a bully or wished you had? Share your story, because your words might inspire someone else to be brave.